Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Bachelor in Paradise star shares grief over death of partner. Loss of a loved one is always difficult. One Bachelor in Paradise star is still mourning their lost love. They marked the anniversary of their longtime partner's passing and shared grief over the unspeakable loss. Bachelor in Paradise star shares grief over death of partner. April Kirkwood was a firecracker when she was on Jerry Turner's season of The Golden Bachelor. She went into the show hoping to find love again later in life, but didn't find a connection with Jerry. She returned for season 10 of Bachelor in Paradise. In a franchise first, the 10th season features golden contestants and the younger stars from The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. In an interview in 2024 after Jerry's season, April opened up about her love life before the show. She said, "My first marriage lasted 18 months. I was in college. My second husband and I had 2 children together and divorced after 17 years of marriage. Most recently, I was dating Ralph for 20 years until his passing." The reality star admitted that she was very depressed after the loss of her partner, whom she referred to as her husband due to their long romance. In a vulnerable Instagram post, April Kirkwood honored Ralph on the anniversary of his passing. "Today is one of the most poignant days of my life. I lost my partner on July 28, 4 years ago at 7:15 p.m. She wrote in the caption of a photo of them together in happier times. "Thank you, God, for teaching me about grief and realizing there is no real death, but only separation of the physical self," she added about the heartbreaking loss. April's loss played a role in giving Jonathan a rose. In a shocking move, April, 67, gave her rose to Jonathan Johnson, 28, during a recent rose ceremony. Jonathan clarified that it was a friendly gesture. He said that he was ready to leave the show before April offered him her rose. When asked why she did it, April invoked her late partner. She said that Jonathan reminded her of Ralph, and she felt moved to help Jonathan stay on the beach to find love. Does she find love on Bachelor in Paradise? Warning: this section has spoilers for season 10 of Bachelor in Paradise. Stop reading now if you don't want to know. April Kirkwood and Jonathan Johnson have both said their relationship is as friends only. Does she find love with another contestant on Bachelor in Paradise? Despite flirting with several of the men on the show, April remains single. Reality Steve reported that none of the golden contestants got engaged at the end of season 10. In fact, April Kirkwood is among the contestants leaving after the next rose ceremony. The turquoise waves of Sayulita's coast once shimmered with promise for Bachelor in Paradise fan favorite Casey Delmont. Known for his sharp wit, generous smile, and emotional vulnerability, Casey had captured the hearts of viewers during season 10. But in a raw and deeply emotional post on social media this week, the 31-year-old reality star revealed a heartbreaking truth that has shaken the franchise's fan base. The love he found off-camera, his partner, Jamie Lark, has passed away unexpectedly. "This isn't the type of love story I ever imagined I'd be forced to tell," Casey began in a heartfelt caption beneath a photo of him holding Jamie's hand in a field of sunflowers. "I've waited weeks to find the strength. But the silence is too loud. Jamie is gone, and part of me went with them." The grief was palpable, not just in the words, but in the community response. Bachelor Nation, known for its occasional drama and spectacle, paused in solidarity. Fellow cast members like Danielle Malfi, Michael Alio, and Serene Russell posted tributes, flooded with tear-dropping emojis and broken hearts. But beneath the surface-level condolences lies a deeper story, one of healing, heartbreak, and the kind of love that transcends the glitter of reality TV. A love born away from cameras. Casey first appeared on Bachelor in Paradise as a fan-favorite second chancer from a previous Bachelorette season. Though he left the beach solo, it wasn't long before he found someone who grounded him in a way no rose ceremony ever could. He met Jamie Lark, a clinical therapist and nature photographer, during a wellness retreat in Colorado, far removed from the beach dates and champagne-fueled mixers. They connected not through producers or group challenges, but during a moment of quiet, a shared breath during a meditation circle under a blanket of stars. Jamie taught me that the most profound moments are the quiet ones, Casey wrote. No grand gestures, just morning tea, hiking in silence, shared playlists, laughter over together last year, adopting a rescue dog named Pluto, and renovating a 1970s Airstream to travel the U.S. on weekends. Casey often joked on podcasts that Jamie was the real influencer because they influenced me to be a better human. The tragedy. Jamie's death came suddenly and without warning. According to a family statement shared with permission by Casey, Jamie suffered a brain aneurysm while hiking alone in the Colorado Rockies, something they did often for both inspiration and solitude. Despite rescue efforts and being airlifted to a Denver hospital, Jamie passed 2 days later. Casey was in Los Angeles for a charity gala when he received the news. In the days that followed, he reportedly turned off his phone and drove to their favorite spot, an overlook in Silverton where the two had once carved their initials into a fallen log. For days, he stayed off-grid, grieving in solitude. I held Jamie's sweatshirt and screamed into the wind, he wrote. I cursed God, the universe, myself. I prayed for time to rewind. I begged the stars to bring them back, but silence answered me. A community mourns together. Though Bachelor Nation can be divisive, split between shippers and skeptics, it united for Casey. Fans began using the hashtag #Forgemy, sharing stories of their own grief and loss. A memorial GoFundMe started by Jamie's siblings to support mental health services for LGBTQ+ youth, a cause Jamie was deeply involved in, reached over $150,000 within 72 hours. Producers of Bachelor in Paradise released a statement offering condolences and praising Casey's grace, kindness, and unshakable integrity, both on and off camera. Even Jess Palmer, usually the host of cocktail parties and rose ceremonies, shared a rare personal note on Instagram. Grief doesn't care if you're in paradise or not. My heart is with you, Casey. You loved Jamie deeply, and that's the most beautiful kind of heartbreak. I'm learning to carry the love forward. In his post, Casey emphasized that he doesn't want Jamie to be remembered just for the way they died, but for the joy they brought to those around them. Jamie taught me that love is a verb. It's showing up. It's reading someone's eyes when words fail. It's holding hands in traffic. It's forgiveness when you're tired and understanding when you're scared. He admitted that healing isn't linear, and that some days he still finds himself talking to Jamie while brushing his teeth or reaching for a second coffee mug in the morning before remembering he's alone. Grief is like sand, he said. Some days, it's a beach I can walk on. Other days, it's a storm in my mouth, gritty and suffocating. But even through the heartbreak, Casey vowed to keep Jamie's legacy alive. He's launching a wellness initiative called Larklight, named after Jamie, which will focus on connecting people through outdoor therapy retreats and grief support circles. I can't bring Jamie back, he concluded, but I can bring their kindness into every room I enter. I can live more like them, curious, patient, wildly in love with the world. That's how I honor the person I lost. That's how I survive this. A final goodbye that's really a beginning. In one of the final slides of Casey's Instagram tribute, he included a voice memo Jamie had once sent while walking alone through a snowy forest. Their voice, soft and thoughtful, echoes with a kind of foreshadowed peace. You know, I think love doesn't end when we do. I think it echoes in every person we've touched. I hope one day someone will remember me and smile. That's all I want. For Casey, and for the thousands of fans and friends mourning alongside him, Jamie's wish is already coming true. Their love story may have ended in tragedy, but its resonance, like waves upon the Sayulita shore, will never stop returning.